Hi, everybody, and welcome to Talk to Rose. On this show, we talk about everything going on in the world, good, bad, raggedy, and wonderful. So we're going to get right into this today. The P Diddy recap. It wasn't all how I thought it was going to be. Like how I told y'all, like the defense was going to be on her neck. It wasn't nothing like that. Like it wasn't fireworks and all that stuff like I thought it was going to be. So I'll just get right into it. So I honestly think this is going to be a fast recap because it wasn't really all that. It was kind of low key boring. So today, the Jane Doe was back on the stand today, and the defense team cross examined her. The judge did deny the defense motion for a mistrial. And remember, they wanted the mistrial because of the testimony of Cassie's friend when she said she was dangled over the feet 17 feet balcony. So that's what they wanted the mistrial for. But the judge, um, he denied it. So, like I said, Jane is back on the stand. She acknowledged that she did stop speaking to the defense team in April this year and that she has not felt pressure by them at all to continue to talk to them or nothing. Remember, P. Diddy is still paying for her attorneys. He's paying for her where she's living and he's still paying her attorney's fees. So she says she don't feel pressure from either the defense team at all. And she also feels her attorney, who Diddy is still paying for right now, is representing her well. She has not seen or spoken to Diddy since September when she was on her way out there and the raid happened that day. That was the last time she spoke to him. She haven't seen him or anything. So the defense asks if she regrets a lot of choices she has made throughout her relationship with Combs. She said no. She has resentment for him for leading her to that lifestyle that she didn't want to do. So that was the only thing she said. She had resentment for that because he led her to that lifestyle and she really didn't want to do that lifestyle. She only did it because she loved him and she wanted to make him happy. So that was the only reason why she stayed in the lifestyle, was to make him happy, but she resents him for that. The defense also suggested that she chose to participate in this. He was not making her do this or anything. She chose to. She said choices were made under a lot of emotional pressure. So basically saying like he pressured her to do it. He didn't make her do it, but he pressured her to do it. She said she was hooked from the beginning, but didn't understand the terms of their conditions of their relationship. So that really didn't make sense to me. Like, how could you be hooked from the beginning, but then turn around and say that you don't understand the terms and conditions of your relationship? Like, he made it plain and simple that, well, maybe in the beginning he didn't make it plain and simple, but she should have. I don't know. I just feel like she opened up Pandora's box, like she said. So she said she did not understand the terms and condition of their relationship in the beginning. But Diddy did tell her in the beginning that he lived a poly lifestyle. So I don't understand why she did not understand that. But I guess you know what? That don't mean that she's gonna be having hotel nights and freak offs. So I can give her a pass on that. I can give her a pass on that. Um, she says she still loves him. She says she still loves Diddy. And remember, I said that yesterday. All of them still be loving him. She says she still loves him. She says she is very natural. She's a very natural nurturer. So she would always take care of Diddy after the hotel nights. That's what I did. I was a natural nurturer. I took care of him after our hotel nights. He was my baby. Like, I had to take care of him. I would give him foot massages. I would bathe him, put the TV on, make sure he had his favorite shows on. They asked him what was his favorite TV show, and it was something like Criminal Court or something, like Criminal Cases. And he was laughing like, boy. So, and while she's saying that, like, I would give him foot massages and bathe him and just nurture him, he over there smiling and nodding his head. Like, did he? Come on now. So he like all this stuff. He liked all the stuff that she doing. So that was that. Then she also said she felt like he was trusting her with a very vulnerable moment, talking about the hotel nights. And he made her feel like it was something only him and her did. While they were together, she thought she was the only woman that he did the hotel nights with. She also said she went through his phones to make sure she was the only one. So she's saying that basically, I thought this was only something special that me and him did. I didn't think that other women were doing these things. And she said she went through his phone to make sure too. But I don't know. That's why I said I don't think that he made Young Miami do the same things that he made her do. Like, I just don't think that she did. She had to do everything that the Jane Doe did. So she's feeling like that's something special that they're doing. Like, I don't know what's so special about that. What's special about hotel nights every single time y'all see each other? That ain't special. Like, that's a fetish. The defense also suggested that she took the X pills because it made her if she wanted to. They suggest that she took the drugs because she wanted to, but she said it made her feel relaxed, euphoric, like stuff like that. And she said, no, he suggested that I take the X pill and he expected me to take it. It wasn't that I just wanted to take it. He expected me to take it. But then they asked her, well, what about when you guys were together by yourself? Would you take the ecstasy pills? And she said, yeah. So it was like back and forth, back and forth. So it's like you don't know what to believe. She said she taking it. Then she said she didn't. She did say that when Diddy was not on drugs, he was super mean. But when he was on drugs, he was super nice. So that probably explains why all the employees and everything was going through hell. He was probably going through a withdrawal or something. So she did say he didn't make her, but he expected her to take it. She said she had every time they had relations with him or with the entertainers, it was always role play involved. And she said the role play would always be with other men. Like, she was Kobe, he was Michael Jordan. Like, it's weird stuff. There was always men. Like, and it made me think about it today when I was reading this, some of the comments that people, it was like, why do you always fantasize about a man all the time? Like, you would think in a situation like that a man of that power would want more women, not men. So when they would do this, it would be her, Diddy, and then one of the entertainers, Paul. And they showed his picture today. He's actually very handsome, like chocolate, smooth skin. Like, he's very attractive. He would call them like the dream team, the triseptic or something team. And so, like I said, he was MJ, she was Kobe, and I think the other one was Shaq or something. So they would have to role play to be three men. Like, make that make sense, Diddy. That's why I said I low-key think that they haven't said that he did nothing gay, but I think he's bisexual and he just ain't said nothing. I honestly do. And with him playing in that stuff, I think so too. So Jane said she was willing to give back him all the time. And Combs, he didn't make her get back. She went back willingly. I went back willingly because I missed him and he missed me. We missed each other. That's why I went back. He didn't make me go back to him. I went back because I missed him. So that's another thing that they made. It's like, so that's what I'm saying with this case. It's weird because I don't know. I feel with her, it's just, it can go either way. She said that they was all over the place with her stuff too. So that's where I'm going. I'm just writing down what I wrote down as they were going on. She said she only met 10% of her earning potential while dating Combs. So they were asking her, like, what did you do? She said, the only reason why I made 10% is because he consumed most of my time. So I wasn't able to be on IG doing what I do. He said I couldn't do no OnlyFans. So I only met about 10% of my potential. But they came back and said that he invested $20,000 into her for some kind of modeling thing, and he never asked her for none of that money back that she made on that. So he never asked her for that. So she did make some money, but she said she only made 10% of her potential earnings that she would make. The defense asked her if he ever wired her money. She said yes. And then they said, well, how much do you think it was? And she was like, I mean, I don't know. I didn't keep count of it. And they said, well, do you think it was over $150,000? And she said, yes, but I still never kept count of it. Like, he would just send me money here and there. I never counted the money. So she said she was making money from IG then, and then she got only 47, not only, but she got 4,700 in child support from her baby daddy. Now remember, we thought it was $7K. So she said on the Sands today that she got only 4,700 from her baby daddy. And once she started dating Diddy, she couldn't do her job no more. So that's why she wanted what she wanted. But still, 4,700 is still a lot. But when you're used to a certain kind of lifestyle, I guess it's not. So that's why she was willing to do all the stuff she wanted. I mean, that she said she didn't want to do, because she still wanted that lavish lifestyle. And then Diddy paying $10K for a house for her. So that's why she doing the stuff that she doing. They listened to audio messages again after he took her on a Turk and Caicos trip, and how much fun she had and everything. So when they got back, even though he made her, well, they had a hotel night out there. She sent him audio saying like how much she loved him and she had so much fun. That was one of the best trips. She always wanted to go. And he told her he had so much fun too, and he loved her. They're listening to the audio, and they're going back and forth with this. And then they got into Diddy using the rent over her head all the time. Like, he used that as a little tool over her head. So she said she moved into the house, the one P. Diddy was paying $10K for, in April 2023. She said that he paid $40K up front for the security deposit. He also had to pay the first and last month's rent, and he paid a couple of months just if he ever forgot to pay. But I don't know why when the accountant was over that. So the landlord had a lot of money. But they heard on the audio Diddy saying, you got your love contract deal. You got your love contract deal. Now, remember, before this, she was living in an apartment. She did move to California, but she wasn't staying there. After her and Diddy got into it and she stopped talking to him for a little while and they got back together, and he asked her what did she want, and she said $15K, and he said no, 10. Then he told her find a house, and then I'll pay for it. So that was the house that she found. So she went from living in she said a 1,400 square feet apartment to a 5,200 square feet house in LA. And I probably like in the Hollywood Hills or something, if he paid for it, and if it was $10K, I'm pretty sure it was up there. So he said in the audio, you got your love contract deal. Find yourself a little nice spot, and we'll go from there. I'll make sure that that's paid every month. That's part of your love contract deal. And it was also, that's why they said it was never in writing, because it was them talking on the phone, but it was recorded. So then he telling her, like, you my addiction, you my crack pipe. Or should I just call you CP? You're my crack pipe, or should I call you CP? I was just laughing like, Diddy is too much. And so they was like, what did he mean when he said you're his crack pipe? And she was like, I mean, he was addicted. Like, he's addicted to me. He's addicted to my body. So he was calling her CP for crack pipe. So that was that first part. Let me make sure. So Combs did tell her, okay, so then they asked her, like, did Combs tell you about his lifestyle? And so she said, Combs did tell me about his lifestyle when we first started dating. He did tell me he was into a poly lifestyle, And she said, I was okay with it at first until he started dating other women, young Miami, publicly. So she was okay with it at first. But remember, she said it when he told her that she had to be okay with it, but she didn't like it, but she was okay because she just wanted to be with him. And she said after their first vacation, like basically she was dangerously in love, like Beyonce. So when he told her, like, you're not the only person I'm dating, she said she was okay with it, but we see she really wasn't. So she said she was okay with it until he started dating people publicly, which was young Miami. She said she was jealous at the extravagant gifts to the other women. When he told her about his poly lifestyle, this was on the first trip. Remember, you guys, he gave her that love bracelet, a purse, and some shoes. The purse that he got her, oh, I can't think of the name of it right now. Those purses like range between like 4 to 10,000. So it's still an expensive purse, but it ain't like young Miami getting cashed out with Chanel's. So she said that he gave her that first. Um, but she was jealous of the lavish trips that he was giving young Miami in the gifts because hers was way better than hers. Like you cashing her out, but I'm the one that's getting slutted out. She called him a cuck, which I had to look that up. I had to look that up too. What is a cuck? So maybe it's basically a man that likes to watch his wife have relations with other men. And then also it's a bi-curious person that is ashamed of their own, that is ashamed of what they like, and they use other people for their experience, which makes perfect sense. And she said she looked this up because she wanted to understand why he was like this. Like why did he like it so often? So this was the definition that she came up with. So and like we said before, he be doing like low-key gay stuff, but haven't nobody said that he had relations with a man. But the stuff he doing is like low-key gay. So when she said that he was I was like, you know what? That makes perfect sense. So the defense said that she enjoyed every minute of the hotel night, saying, you enjoyed this. He didn't make you do that. You were saying how you love Paul. And when we bring Paul up, when they brought Paul up, she was smiling and everything. And she said, no, I didn't enjoy it. I only enjoyed the part at the end when it was a long time with Diddy. That was the only part that I enjoyed of the hotel nights, because that's when he would be affectionate. He would be more affectionate. Other than that, he wasn't really an affectionate person. So the hotel nights, I guess because he high out of his mind, he would be more affectionate with her. And that's the part that she wanted. The same thing that Cassie said. Cassie said that too. After she had to do the stuff with the men, she wanted that a long time with Diddy. It's like I'm telling you, it's a mirror of what Cassie said. The exact same thing. So she said that was the only time that she enjoyed the hotel nights was at the end when she got to spend time with Diddy. Okay, so then they asked her how big her apartment was and then how big her house was, which I wish I already told y'all. So she said it was a 1,400 square feet apartment, and he moved to a 5,300 square feet home with a backyard, nice area, nice school where her son can grow up in a nice area. So that was that. But look what she had to do for it. Like, look what she had to go through. They asked her, was she okay with hotel nights being recorded? She said, yes, I was okay with hotel nights being recorded. And they said, and you made sure you put on a good show, right? Did you or did you not put on a good show because you knew that he would look at it later? And she said, yes, I did. I did put on a good show because I did know that he would look at it later. Sometimes he would want me to look at it with him and everything. So I wanted it to be perfect. So it's like, I don't know how to feel about her. I don't know. So she said yes, she was okay with it being recorded. They asked her about the 2 times she cried. They asked, did he stay with you when you started crying or did he leave? And she said the first time when she was crying, yeah, he did stay with her. he rescheduled everything that he was supposed to do when he stayed with her that night and let them. And she talked about it, and then she said the second time when she cried when they was in the shower, um, he wasn't as sympathetic to her that time. That's when he told her he was too high for that, and they was like, "Well, was he high?" And she was like, "Yeah, he was high out of his mind." So yeah, he was. He was too high to be affectionate to me and understand what I was even talking about. Like he was high as a kite. So I think they're going to use that to say, okay, you said Diddy doing all this stuff, but he ain't even in his right mind. So y'all can't really say that he's making you do X, Y, and Z because he ain't in his right mind either. Um, they asked her about her relationship with KK, which I still can't wait until KK get up there because I know she, oh yeah, and she did get immunity. They asked her, does she have immunity? And she said yes, which we figured that yesterday. Everybody that the government has come get immunity. So they asked her how was her relationship with KK, and she said she felt like KK did not like her, and she was swayed the way Diddy, that was sway the way Diddy dealt with her. She was like, I don't think KK liked me at all. She was like, she dealt with me, but she did not like me. And which could be true. Who knows? But she was like, KK just dealt with her because she knew she had to. Um, they asked her about the hotel nights again. She said, I agreed to sexual encounters with other men because that was the only way to see him. I wanted to see my lover. And that was the only way to see my lover. So if I had to do stuff with other men, then I'm gonna do it because I know at the end of the night that I'm gonna be with my lover, and I loved him so much, and I will miss him, and I wanted to spend time with him. Um, she talked about special treatment to other women. Again, she was like, "Why is she getting Chanel bags and other things, and I'm the one out here having sexual relations with all these strangers?" So she really had it bad. She was really jealous of Young Miami. And like I said yesterday, I would be jealous and tight of her too because she don't got to do nothing. You doing all these hotel nights with me and then recuperate and then go take her on vacations and cashing her out and everything. Um, so I think she really did not like Young Miami because of that. And the last thing she talked about again was she offered to watch the hotel nights with him because she knew that he liked him and it would make her happy. It would make him happy. So that was basically it. That's why I said it was going to be fast tonight because it was kind of boring. And I can't say who the defense did win. I don't know if that was better, if she did something good for the government or what, because I don't know. To me, I still feel like she did some stuff because she wanted to, but she would say she did it because she knew it would make him happy. But you still could have left if you knew you could have made all that money on on OnlyFans and all that. You could have left. So tomorrow she's gonna be back up there again, y'all. Hopefully this is her last day because it's like, what else do y'all got to talk to this lady about? What else do y'all have to talk to her about? She still, like she said, he's still paying for her lawyer. He's still paying for her house. And I don't think that she came. She said that she would not have been there on the stands if the government didn't make her come. She would have never been there. And she would still be with Diddy if he was not in jail. Like, I think she wanted to show him, like, I'm your ride or die. Where's everybody else at? So I'm pretty sure we got like 3 more weeks left. We'll see what happens. So hopefully tomorrow is something more exciting. And I will let y'all know. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great night, you guys. Bye.